Welcome to your energy update with the angels. I'm Devon Duerr, angel intuitive and spiritual teacher. The overall energy right now might be causing you to have some stress-related health concerns, maybe headache, maybe not sleeping enough. And the guidance here is to look around and see where you're putting too much work into something and you might need to ask for help from others. Now, if you'll stay tuned to the very end of this video, I'm going to go into 3 actions for you to take right now, soon, and make long-term plans to take to activate the guidance and work with this overall energy we're about to dive into very deeply. Now remember, these messages are meant for you anytime you come across them. The angels are highly efficient and know when you will hear them. And I always say a prayer of protection, asking that I only connect with God's highest vibrational beings and the messages be for the highest good of those who come across them. So let's get started. This is a group message, so if something doesn't resonate, leave it behind. The angels never want you to give your power away and will never tell you what to do. If the messages do resonate, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that like button, share with anybody you think it would help. And also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And thank you to my amazing, beautiful subscribers who are always here. I love you so much. What's been going on with you? Let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. And I do want to start off with a pocket affirmation like we've been doing recently. And I invite you to write this pocket affirmation in the comments below this video right now to activate this guidance and open up to the messages coming through. I do write these affirmations based on the guidance we are getting. So right now, if you would, if you feel called to, you don't have to, I invite you to write in the comments below, I confidently use my personal power. Now you're going to see why I picked this in a little bit when we get to the guidance, but go ahead, take a deep breath and write in the comments below. I confidently use my personal power. And you can always come back to this video later as many times as you need and write the comment in there if you're not able to do it right now or just to help activate the energy again. All right, let's dive into these deeper messages about this overall energy where they are saying there's just too much going on. You're putting way too much work. And if you haven't already, you could be headed towards some kind of stress-related health concern like headaches, fatigue, or just not being able to put your all into something because you've got too much work going on. So look around. Where could you ask for help from others? Maybe it's that you do need to ask for help with taking care of your kids. Maybe you need to step away from a group project so you can focus on your home and your family. But go ahead and really think clearly about what that could be for you and then stay open to the guidance coming in. One of the things they want us to know right now that has been a challenge for us is making objective decisions. Now, I know that seems like an obvious if we're feeling overwhelmed, but we might be getting caught up in emotions and not really looking at things from that 30,000 foot perspective that the angels have. So it might mean that we need to reach out to somebody who has experience with what we're doing, somebody who can be realistic and really listen to us and help us work through our concerns. But they're also letting us know if we could try to find the humor in some of these challenges and try to kind of have a joke about it, that will help us really lighten that heavy load and help us to see what the decision really is. Sometimes we know what the decision is, but we're stressed about having to act on that decision. So again, trying to bring in humor. This would be a great energy for going and watching a funny video or just spending time with friends where you could do something that makes you laugh. That's going to really help you. Now, subconsciously, what's going on for a lot of us is we may be stuck in memories from our past. That could actually be what all this hard work is about, is you are romanticizing the past. You are thinking back about a time when you were really successful and you really worked hard to achieve something, and you think it has to be done that way now in order for you to have success. But they want you to know that you are meant to be in divine flow. And if you really remain in divine flow, you are not open to stress-related health concerns. The angels and God are not going to give us more than we can carry. And so if something with your work or something you are working through or working on is causing you to feel bad, then you are not in divine flow and you are not allowing that energy to flow through. So it is important to slow down and let go of things that are not serving you. Really ask for help from others and trust that you will have the resources necessary when the time is right. You could be even blocking things from getting done because you're working too hard on something. Of course, we have to put the energy behind it. It doesn't mean we're just sitting on our couch expecting things to fall in our lap, but it does mean too that if we're really focused on the how or the why, and it's just instead of just doing in divine flow, we can block ourselves. Now, recently they see where you've had to really stand your ground with something and they're applauding you for choosing your battles wisely. Have you recently bit your tongue in a conversation that you knew could escalate? Have you recently walked away from conflict that you knew didn't serve you? That is what they're talking about, and they are applauding you. Great job. Now, at the time you're hearing these messages, you might find you've had a very powerful revelation. Maybe something big has happened in your life, some kind of significant life event has happened, and this is leading to change. So you're going to have to really step into your power and spread your wings with the things you are doing. Now, I know we were just asked to slow down and make sure we don't have too much work going on, but this is going to come in with your spiritual gifts. So it might be time to spend a little more time doing your spiritual work. And what they want you to do very soon is to remove yourself from feeling trapped in any situation. If you are lacking self-confidence, if you are afraid to take action on something, or something comes in soon that causes you to feel frozen, they want you to know that's an illusion, and it's important to step into your personal power and move out of that. Now, one of the ways you can really tap into your personal power is by doing that reviewing and evaluating of the truth. Is it time to move in a new direction with a work project, with a relationship, with your health? And they were saying that earlier, that maybe you need somebody who can help you with making objective decisions. This could be a spouse, a loved one, anybody in your life that you trust who's good at making objective decisions. Maybe reach out to them and kind of work through what you're going through, ask for help from them, and let them help you with reviewing and evaluating the situation and seeing where do you need to move in a new direction. It doesn't mean necessarily ending something or walking away. It could just mean you're aiming in a little bit of a different direction with where you're headed, with whatever that is, relationship, project, work, health, or whatever. I had an example come to me a few weeks ago in some of our messages you may have heard about, maybe you thought you had to join this really intense exercise class and you're realizing it's really overdoing your physical body. But it doesn't mean you give up on your health goals. It means maybe you look for something different, like yoga or taking hikes or walks is less stressful. Now, another thing they want you to be aware of is you are surrounded by people who have competing goals. You are having to face some bothersome details that you don't want to have to face because it might cause conflict, or you might know you already are in conflict with those around you because you have competing goals. But they want to address that with you right now, and they want you to understand that the only way you're going to be able to solve this is by being willing to make a decision. Right now, you're caught in a stalemate energy with those around you, with the work you're doing, because you might be pretending there's not a problem when there really is. So again, that's why we were asked to make that objective decisions, those objective decisions, and really review and evaluate all of our relationships. And that means our relationship with ourselves, with our work, with our health, and other people. Ultimately, what they're really going to ask you to do to move out of this stalemate energy and avoid feeling trapped is to learn something new. We did get that guidance recently in some past angel messages. If you want to go check out some of the angel messages on my video, again, they're meant for you anytime you come across them. So you can pick any one you want. And if something stands out for you, it's meant for you because the angels are that efficient. But they are asking you again, remember, don't procrastinate. If you're wanting to go learn something new, that could be what gets you out of that stalemate energy and helps you with understanding what you need to move in a new direction with, maybe adding more strength to your finances. And maybe also you're a little bored with what you're doing. And that's another reason you're feeling stressed, is you know that long term, you don't want to be in that group dynamic. You don't want to be working on that project or in that job or in that relationship. So just trust that by learning something new, following your heart, you are being guided through this energy and really stepping back. And like I said, I stumbled over it earlier, but the 30,000 foot perspective that the angels have, trying to take that viewpoint and of course calling in trustworthy relationships to help you with making those objective decisions so that you're not getting too caught up in the stress, anxiety, worry, or emotions around that. All right, we're going to dive into the 3 actions they want you to take. I have a journaling prompt for you and another pocket affirmation before we do that. And just a quick reminder, I do have my custom journal, Book of Evidence, Proof Your Angels Are With You, available on Amazon. It comes with a 4-part webinar that teaches you how to track your intuition and deepen your connection with the angels. Or if you're not interested in something like that, I also have my digital intuition tracker in the link below. You can check that out. You can download it, print it out as many times as you want. It helps you organize all the angel messages you're getting and identify with hindsight, which is a very powerful tool, how you use your intuitive abilities. You are highly intuitive. You are here because you are meant to use them. So by tracking them, you can identify the way you're getting your messages, and you can pick up on themes of the messages the angels are sending you more quickly. All right, thank you for your patience with that. Here is your journaling prompt. If you can't write it down now, you can always do it later and then come back and listen to this message as many times as you want, any of these messages. But I'm going to encourage you to use the journaling prompt I've been offering in the last few videos, which I find highly effective. I always use this, excuse me, I'm getting a little dry throat. I always use this journaling prompt, even if I'm just saying it in my head, because obviously I journal like crazy. I actually use my own book of evidence, of course, every single day for everything in my life. But I do find that this prompt is super helpful with getting guidance. So even if you aren't able to write anything down right at the moment that you're asking for guidance, go ahead and ask this question or think this journaling prompt in your head to help you with it. The journaling prompt is, highest vibrational angels, what is in my highest interest to know right now? All right? Highest vibrational angels, what is in my highest interest to know right now? And that way, anything that really is meant for you will stand out. All right, let's get into the 3 actions to take. First, I would like to invite you to write another pocket affirmation. Again, I do write these affirmations based on the guidance. And this one's short and sweet. It truly is a pocket affirmation. I am strong, okay? Take a deep breath. I invite you to write that in the comments below this video. I am strong. Now, as you know, in the overall guidance, we are asked to see where we need to move in a new direction, where we need to face the truth on some things. We need to make some objective decisions. Well, that's going to require that strength. So we want to keep affirming that. And I made it really short so you can remember it. And definitely please write that in the comment below if you feel called to. All right, here's your 3 actions. Are you ready? First, right now, at the time you're hearing these videos, I keep saying that, I said the last one. At the time you're hearing these messages, the angels are asking you to plan for a busy time ahead and do what you need now to support your balance with your health, your relationships, and your finances. But also plan to have more fun and celebrate, maybe even plan a vacation. So when they are asking us to look around and see where we're putting too much work into something, go ahead and plan time right now to spend more time with your loved ones, spend more time working on your health so that you can bring balance into those areas. Even look at your finances, cut expenses you are not using, and look to see where you can save more. And that's going to help you when things really begin to pick up again and when you actually feel like you've broken free from any stalemate energy and you're ready to move forward. Now, one of the things they want you to do very soon, the second action, is watch out for too many opportunities being available that could also cause you to feel trapped in the illusion that you have all the opportunities and all the time in the world, or it could cause you to overindulge in something as well. I kind of get the image of like being at this huge grand buffet and you're starving, and so you go grab everything and pile it up on your plate and eat it as fast as you can, and then you end up feeling really sick at the end and going, you know what, that buffet doesn't look so good anymore. But it could be with anything where you feel that one of the examples they did give me, it would be like maybe you've gotten a lot of compliments from your boss and your colleagues, and you feel like you've had a lot of success with your work, and so you feel like you have the right, after all these compliments coming in, to demand double the salary and expect all these new things to happen right away. And the truth of the matter is, most companies can't adjust or pivot that quickly to an employee's needs. So that could be an illusion there that could cause some issues. So just be careful with wishful thinking. Also, watch out for laziness and protect your health. So avoid procrastination with anything you know needs to be addressed. Because if you are feeling lazy, again, a lot of times laziness is actually boredom. You're not really lazy, you're bored, and you're not excited about doing what you're doing. So that's when you want to bring in that fresh energy there. And one more reminder, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button and sharing this video with anyone you think would enjoy it, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you to those who have. The final action they want you to make long-term plans to make at the time you're hearing these messages is to know in your heart you are becoming more powerful. Okay, so you heard the pocket affirmation I asked you to write below. I am strong. You are becoming more powerful, so expect to feel more motivated and have an easier time staying focused. Remain alert and aware for this, and if you feel at the time you are hearing these messages you are stuck, trust that is an illusion, as they said in the overall guidance. I am so grateful you are here. Thank you so much. And remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.